Right, good morning. So I'm here to review my sponsors, Fireballlabz Whey. They've got a new flavour out, Strawberry Whey. So there's 3 flavours at the moment. The first one that came out was vanilla, and that is amazing. And I've been using that till I've run out of taste buds for vanilla. And then they brought out a chocolate, which was like a really malty chocolate, fantastic. And now they've brought a whey. So I'm going to review this with we can look at things like what makes a good whey. Obviously, the quality of the whey is the main thing, but then taste is hugely important. So is digestibility. So does it give you any wind or backlash? And mixability is another big thing. And then finally, I'd say price point. So price point obviously scares a few people off. So we're going to look at obviously these 5 things, and I'm going to just blend it up, or shake it up rather, with a shaker. So in terms of mixability, this mixes up really well with just water. So I've got in here the recommendation of 300 mils of water. And then 1 scoop of whey. So 1 scoop of whey is about 30 grams scoop. Now that gives you 24 grams of top quality protein, which is derived from whey isolate and whey concentrate. Now, what's important for people at home when they're buying a whey is if you look at the back of the nutritional label on a whey protein, or any protein, for example, if you look at the 100 grams dry content, now for you to get a good quality protein, you need to be having at least 80 grams per 100 grams of protein in that nutritional label. So what you'll find with some companies is they'll add in aminos, so there's called amino spike, and they'll add in aminos which are cheaper than the whey to bring the protein up. And so if you find in a whey it's got added BCAAs, added glutamine, and it's trying to sell you that it's a better whey, often it's not, it's a cheaper whey and it's got less protein content in, but they've spiked the nutritional label by adding in these cheaper aminos. So do look out for that. So this here is just whey. If you look on the ingredients, it'll tell you that it hasn't got added aminos, hasn't got added glutamine, no added anything else. It's just whey isolate and whey concentrate, and obviously it's got some flavourings and some thickenings in there. If you go with one of these products and it's still only got them items in there, but the nutritional label says that the protein per 100 grams is a lot lower, say 70 grams or 60 grams, that's often because the flavourings and sweeteners are so high that it really lowers the content of protein. So you need a good balance in that. And then you also want to look at the fat per serving. So the fat per serving in this, because we're paying for a high quality whey, so we don't be having fat or carbohydrates in our protein powder, because that's what we're paying the money for. So you should look for protein powder which has got low fat. This has got 1.8 grams of fat per serving and only 1.4 grams of carbohydrates, which are not naturally occurring in the product. They've not been added to it, same as the fat content. So you might find that if you're buying a cheap protein, it might only have 60 grams of dry protein per 100 grams, and then you'll see on the ingredient list some things in there like maltodextrin or sunflower oil or something like that, which is being added to make the product taste nicer, but you're lowering the quality of the product and you're cheapening the product, so they're making more margin. So that's where we go with the ingredients and the quality. The mixability now, let's just stick the lid on this. Now I'm just going to give this a little shake in my Fireball Whey No F's Given shaker. So yeah, just shook there for what, 10 seconds if that. Now I'll taste it. Lovely. I'm going to show you how that pours. Hold on. I'm back. So just show you how that pours. No, not a lump in there. And if you can see there's no lumps and bumps. Very smooth, clean protein. In terms of its cost, it's on the price point which all 2 kilos, good 2 kilos are, about £40 around that mark, depending on where you buy it, for the bag. And each serving is 24 grams of protein. So you're going to get a ton of servings in there. In fact, there's 67 servings in the bag. If you're going to put that into your diet, I would suggest you put a serving straight after training, mixed with water. It's perfect for muscle recovery. If you've got carbs in your diet, I would put some simple carbs with that there. You might have seen in my videos where I've had bananas with my post-workout shake, or even sort of like dried rice or Rice Krispies or that type of thing, because they're simple, easy to digest carbs, and the protein pours nicely on them. If you've not tried that, try that at home. Where else we've memory top 5 things? So we've got mixability, we've got digestibility. Now that's how you're going to feel after taking the protein. So do you feel bloated? Does it make your belly stick out? Does it make you pass wind? You know, do you run to the toilet and let it all go through you? Now, you're not going to know till you try it, but I've actually got IBS, which is a very sensitive stomach to a lot of things, and I drink this with absolutely no issue. So even if you're lactose intolerant, you probably get away with this very well, because I have some lactose, not intolerant, but I have some disagreement, shall we say, with ice cream, too much milk and stuff like that. So that would cause me that effect. This, even though I'm taking 2 or 3 drinks a day, is still wicked on my digestion. And that's one of the reasons why we're drinking Whey, is for ease of digestion. So any products out there making you bloat, obviously that's your stomach telling you it's not happy, so don't go with them. So that's my review. If I was going to give it a mark out of 10, well, the taste of it's amazing. So I'd say the taste of it's got to be up there about 9 out of 10. It's very hard to give anything 10 out of 10, although it's very close to giving it 10. But you know, I think everything could be improved somewhere or somehow. This is, for me, the best tasting strawberry on the market. I think the vanilla is the best tasting vanilla on the market, and the chocolate's probably about an 8 out of 10. So I would say vanilla and strawberry are amazing 9s out of 10. Chocolate's an 8, but then chocolate's a very individual taste. Some people like milk, some people like chocolate, white chocolate, some people like dark. So it's very hard to get milk chocolate right for everyone's palate. But the malty milk chocolate's amazing. So do try that out. If you're going to check these out online, go to Fireballlabz. They're on Instagram, on the website, or in your local store. Go get them.